Chantal, and they're heading off tomorrow morning. And this has been a year in the planning?
6 months.
6 months.
6 months in the
Okay.
planning, yeah.
Yeah, but way back there, has it been ruminating for?
Yeah, well,
Yeah, it started out with, I mean, certainly buying the bike was
Yeah.
a big, we were going to go around the world in a boat. But
I like the bike.
I'm less keen on the boat than the bike. So.
Oh, I'd rather do the bike too.
Yeah.
And look at the bike, a BMW. Like, this is very special.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, isn't it?
Yeah. And this was inspired from the
the round alone, long way down.
the long way down.
Yeah, long way
Yeah.
around. Yeah,
Oh, for
Charlie,
sure,
and,
yeah.
Charlie and Ewan. We've watched it.
Yeah.
I don't know how many times.
Yeah,
So-
we've watched it a few times. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
So if that's anything like what you're going to be doing.
Well,
Yeah,
they
well,
had,
I don't want to eat some of the stuff they were eating, the eyeballs and the...
the goats' testicles.
Yeah, no, I'm not
and
into
they were pushing it too, weren't they?
They were.
They really
Yeah, yeah.
pushed their
Yeah.
itinerary.
Yeah.
No, we're
You're
not
going to
gonna-
take it a little easier.
We're going to give ourselves a year or more.
Oh, more. Across Canada.
Across Canada, fly from
Montreal.
Montreal over to Dublin Island.
Very nice.
Dublin Island, we'll spend 2 weeks there in Ireland and then over to Scotland. 2 weeks in Scotland, back down through the UK, over to France, visit Paris. Never been there, so I got to go there. And then
I could just see you driving around Paris.
on this,
You think you're going
He
to?
thinks, anyway.
yeah. I want to ride around the Arc de Triomphe and down the Champs-Élysées and
Yeah.
park the bike under the Eiffel Tower and get a picture.
I think we need to fly over there and photograph that.
I think so too.
Yeah. And then from there we're going to go down into Spain and Portugal, across to Morocco. 2 weeks in Morocco, around the Atlas Mountains, Marrakesh, Casablanca, back over to Gibraltar, and then follow the Med Coast all the way up to Venice, and then down.
So
into,
at what time of year will that be at that point?
we'll be in there in October.
Oh,
Yeah,
beautiful.
so in the fall, and then down into Italy, across to Greece, and then Greece to Turkey, and then Turkey to Israel by ferry,
Oh, Israel. Oh, I didn't know you were doing
Yeah.
Israel.
and then Israel to Egypt,
Yeah.
and we should be in Egypt at the end of November, and then
Perfect timing. So weather good.
yes,
Yeah.
yeah, we're trying to stay with the
Follow the sun.
sun, right? And then from there we'll go to we put the bike on a plane again and fly it into wait a minute.
Mumbai.
So we're going Cairo to Mumbai, India, and then from there we plan on being in India at Christmas, spending a couple of weeks in Goa, which is a nice beach town,
Yeah.
and then from there we'll go up to Kathmandu, Nepal, Bhutan,
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to that.
and then
On a motorcycle?
yeah.
People are doing motorcycles
Oh, yeah.
in India and
Yeah.
Nepal.
Oh yeah. And then from there it'll be back to Kathmandu and fly to Thailand, Bangkok.
And you've already motorcycled in Thailand, haven't you?
Motorcycled
In Bali.
In Bali. Well, scootered
it was
in Bali.
scooter. That was
Right.
interesting.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
and then so from there, Thailand. If the problems have stopped right now, so we won't be wearing red shirts in Thailand.
Yeah, but you've got the Canadian flag.
You'll be fine.
You'll be fine.
And then down to Singapore through Vietnam, Laos, Cambodia.
This is comprehensive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
How
yeah.
many countries?
I haven't counted them, but lots. And then from Singapore, Australia, and do Australia, and then Australia, go to New Zealand, and then we'll ship the bike back from there, and probably take a holiday in Fiji, and then come home. So
I think you need a holiday.
I do.
Holiday.
Yeah, that
holiday
apparently
from
you
the
do
holiday.
need a holiday.
yeah, the holiday from the holiday. So
So you think it'll be about a year?
Yeah, just
yeah,
over a year, I
we're
think.
looking at a year or 14 months right now. So yeah.
And are you going to meet any friends along the way?
Yeah, we're going to meet some friends in Scotland, and we'll ride with them for 2 weeks in Scotland.
And some friends of the family in Ireland and France
and Halifax.
and Australia.
Yeah, so meet friends here and there.
But
we'll
it's
be-
all really about meeting people. I really want to, just really spend time with the local people, and enough time that I can feel the culture and the towns that we go to and stuff. I don't want to just be, passing through to say, okay,
Yeah.
So as a writer, Chantal, how are you going to accomplish that?
Well,
This trip?
for Christmas, Trevor bought me a dictaphone, and sitting on the back of the bike, you can imagine, we went for 5.5 weeks last year to the U.S., And the first week, you solve all the problems of the world. The second week, you're kind of bored on the back. Certainly with the deserts I was. I know it's a terrible thing to say, but then you start to sort of, that's the unraveling part. And then you start to actually figure out what is going on in your head. And so I quite often get lots of information, and I'll be dictaphone as soon as I get off the bike for that coffee. And I just need to say a couple of things on it, and then I'll be able to write in the evening.
Yeah.
And we both actually fit our own laptop on there because, Trevor will be doing all the routes at the end of the day, and I want to have time to write. So
Actually, it's a perfect way to write because it's right there.
Yeah.
And it's fresh.
You're living it.
You're
Yeah.
absolutely. You're living it.
yeah, for sure. So I certainly don't want to forget. So if I didn't have, the dictaphone, and because I know that before I would just make notes in my book, but it's going to be a lot better doing it that way.
Well, for me, I really feel like that you are living a life of real consciousness.
Yeah.
You're really embracing something that is meaningful for you, and you're just going to do it.
Yeah, and I think, for our kids too, like we really want to show our kids that, we put our house on the market, it sold in 3.5 weeks, and this is like, okay, well, we're doing it.
Get on and do it.
And it's like, it doesn't, people say I can't do it, but, we just sold our house, and that's how we're doing it. We're not worried about when we come back. We'll deal with that then.
Yeah.
But to not take the opportunity when we're still fit enough to ride a bike like this, and do all
And what
those-
is our life about anyways?
Well, really, it is.
You're a
It's
long time dead.
Yeah, it's about and it's about the experiences and the people, and certainly we want to inspire people to follow us along on our blog and
And to
get
do
excited.
what they need to do too.
Yeah, to do what
Yeah,
they need to do, and to realize that
Instead of coming away from that and going,
I wish. Well, stop wishing.
You too can do it,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah. And I mean, that route is not cast in stone. The only thing we've got booked is our trip from Montreal to Ireland. And that's a plan. Well, maybe it won't be exactly like that,
But that's part of the journey too.
Yeah.
Is realizing that you just go with it. With however it's.
Well, it sounds like a real surrender.
Yeah, it is a surrender. Yeah.
we get to know each other again. So,
Very well.
yeah.
Yeah, a small tent and one bike. There's not much escaping.
But at the same time, you have your own space. I mean,
Yeah,
you've
you
got-
do.
Oh, yeah.
You
You've
do,
got your
for sure.
music, you've got your recording
Yeah.
system, you can
Yeah,
be
yeah.
in your own world.
Yeah, you can.
And we can chat
There's a
to
lot
each
of
other.
safety in that
Yeah.
you know that the person you
yeah.
care for most in the world is right there, but
Yeah.
you're able to.
There is a
Then
lot-
we know where she is.
Well, then also, that's very true, Jill. What you say about that's like you're right there, but I definitely disappear. And so if you want to call it a form of meditation, I'm definitely gone a lot of the time.
I will definitely agree with that. She
I
falls to
would-
sleep quite frequently on the back.
Even as the driver,
Yeah.
you would have that too. I mean,
Yes.
so
Yeah,
you
yeah.
naturally take over. You know the bike so well,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
and
yeah,
you're going to be
yeah.
in your space.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, Trevor's
Yeah.
happiest riding
What a
his
beautiful way to see
Yeah.
the world.
bike. Yeah, and the smells and the outside temperature and everything. Yeah,
And
yes.
so close to everything.
Yeah.
You smell things. I mean, you don't see
Like
it.
you smell heat.
Yeah.
Yes,
you
yes.
know, and the
Yeah.
rain coming.
Yeah, and you
stuff
see it.
like
Yeah,
that. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. And you feel it.
And the people
Yeah.
you're going to meet along the way.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
So special.
There's no strange places. There's just different people.
Just different
in different people in different places.
Yeah, it's a beautiful attitude.
Yeah,
Well, I understand this is one of your most favorite
It definitely
articles
is.
of clothing.
it definitely is.
Because
This is like a spar on a bike.
yes, on a bike.
Because when you put this on and you zip it all the way up to the top, it heats completely.
You can plug it.
So you can plug it in, and it has temperature control, and so just love it.
Yeah, well, I can
love
see. Have a fabulous time. We're going to follow
Yeah,
your blog
yeah.
all the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
great. Thank you.
Wear out some tires and burn some gas.
Absolutely.
All right.